really loud.
Me?
Yeah.
Talk really loud?
See, it's like barely...
It's pretty loud. Is that better?
Really loud.
Is that better?
I don't know why it's so quiet.
Why is it so quiet though? Just turn up the mic.
It's on 10.
It's very interesting. Is it better? No?
That sounds actually pretty good.
Of course it does. Thanks to me.
Alright, keep talking.
You keep talking. Noah? Gosh.
Okay. Well, they were all recorded for quite long.
For only a couple minutes. Did you write some notes?
I did. I had some time.
Or did
We're
you?
very prepared, podcast.
You do write notes every week. Prepare for this show.
You know what this is? The smolder.
I watched the...
Welcome to the Walk On Diaries podcast, episode 9.
Not the newest, because they're coming out with a second one of the newest of the new series. And I watched the first one, and The Rock's got that smolder, you know.
Does he do the WWE eyebrow?
Yeah.
Do it to the camera.
He just...
That's actually really good. I don't know how you make one eyebrow.
Well, that was my thing back in the day. Back in the day, that's how I picked up the ladies. I said, hey, you over here. Come here. I go. I can make you do the wave, too. You ready? Have you never seen me do that before?
No.
I feel like I do that all the time.
It's pretty good. It's kind of a rough wave, but it is a wave. There you go.
I can make it go slower.
I mean, I know I'm wearing a robe and we're under the lights, but...
You gotta be warm.
Kind of warm.
Gotta be. Got to be.
So, surprise of the intramural 3v3 basketball league has got to be Kawhi's laugh. I mean, who could have thunk
Big sleeper came out
that
of
they
nowhere.
would start out 4-1, baby. Let's freaking go 4-1.
Should be 5-0.
Opened up with a loss, the first game of the season. Since then, 4-game winning streak.
Got a big test tonight, though.
Big test. We're playing a 5-0. We're playing the team that's number 1 overall, 5-0 team tonight. So we're gonna find out if we're legit. By the time that you're watching this, we will have already played them, and we will have won by a score of 33
28
to 28. I dropped 30 points. John added 3 on a bank shot.
For the win. For the win, up 5.
5. For the win, up 5. But no, it should be a fantastic game. All the major networks are going to be there inside the...
I might not be able to be there, but y'all can handle it.
Last night, do we want to talk about last night's game?
Y'all handled it.
There's a strict policy in our league where you have to wear shorts with no pockets. And this was our 5th game, and John showed up to the game, and you guessed it, shorts with pockets.
Because nobody wants to wear shorts without pockets.
So the referees were very strict. They said, no, this guy cannot play. So John went home. We started the game. It was me, Nathan, and Baker. You went home, grabbed shorts. By the time he came back, we were 3 minutes into the second half, and we had a 7-point lead. You boys went off.
Yep.
It was like the Clippers without Kawhi, like Pat Bev, Montrezl Harrell, Lou Williams. That was like us 3, holding it down until Kawhi came back.
Is there an L at the end of Montrez?
There is, but I don't know if it's silent.
Montrezl Harrell.
There is an L at the end of it, but I feel like it's silent.
Montrezl.
Yeah, but it was like that. Ended up winning. That
like
was a solid team too.
Yeah, they're pretty good. We won by 2. We would have won by like 12 if y'all could shoot free throws.
Whoa.
Game saving rebound with the near game losing free throw miss.
Although if we're talking about box score plus minus, when I'm out in the court,
yeah,
it's like +7. When you were there, we're like -5 because we were up by 7. We ended up winning by only 2. So
yeah, that's a very good point.
I don't want to argue against the analytics.
Against the 8 free throws that we missed that were both worth 2 points.
I looked at it because they put in the stats from the previous games. I looked at one of our games. We had like 30 points, right?
Yeah.
We had 32 points. John had 24 points. I had 6, and Baker had 2. Which puts into perspective how big that win last night was when Kawhi wasn't there.
Right.
Because nobody really gave us a chance.
I didn't think y'all would be able to hold up.
Nathan called you at halftime, right?
Yeah.
And you were shocked.
I was.
Oh, ye of little faith.
I was shocked. I got big faith.
Big faith.
I got so much to do today.
So I was actually really happy. We're taping this on Tuesday instead of the Monday.
Which is unfortunate for all the viewers out there because now they have to look at you in a robe.
That's where I was going. That's where I was going with this. Is that I finally get to wear the robe
better
on the
for
show.
you not to wear the robe.
You like what you see?
No.
Bathrobe Tuesday. It's something I've been doing since spring of my freshman year.
Yeah, and it's been 2-3 years since, and it still hasn't caught on. So maybe
It's a slow simmer.
Maybe you need to look at that and say,
one of these.
okay,
No, John.
it's not gonna happen. Grab it.
Here's the thing.
Hold
It's
on
about
to it.
principle. It's about having a principle. It's about standing for something. A 80s country song once told me, you've got to stand for something or you'll fall for anything. And if we can't stand for comfort on Tuesdays, if we can't stand for parading around in our bathrobes on Tuesdays, what are we here for?
I'd like to know who out there owns a bathrobe.
You know what? I passed Addie today, and she was wearing she had AirPods in her ears, and she's like, I can't afford a bathrobe. I can't buy a bathrobe. It's like, if you have AirPods.
There are more important things in life than bathrobes. Psych!
Thank you.
If you thought there was anything more important in life than a bathrobe,
Then you're
mistaken.
delusional.
Facts.
Bathrobe Tuesdays, join the movement. Okay, NBA. So when we had our NBA preview episode, I came out with the take that the Warriors were going to be in the top 3 of the West.
And I knew that was never going to happen.
After the first couple games, kind of shaky. They did pick up a W over the Pelicans last night. I'm going to stick with my take. Warriors will finish in the regular season in the top 3 of the Western Conference.
I can tell you right now that the Pelicans are a sleeper team. They're right on the edge. If you watch their past couple of games, they could have won any of them. Maybe not the Warriors game, but all the other ones they could. Brandon Ingram's having an exceptional start of this year. I mean, MVP numbers every game. So
Yep.
He's turning up. Without Zion, this team's obviously weak, but they're holding on.
I can't remember if I said that I think I did say that the Warriors are going to be in the top 3 of the regular season, but the take that I'm more confident in is that they're going to be in the Western Conference Finals.
Because I do believe they were in the NBA Finals.
I could have said that as well. In which case, I'm still sticking by that.
I'm pretty sure you did.
It hinges a lot on Clay coming back, and there's been a couple reports.
Steve Kerr said he probably wasn't.
So that puts a little bit of doubt. That does allow me an escape, for an escape hatch from that take.
You know what that is? An excuse.
I'm going to squat on that take, though.
There's not escaping.
I'm squatting on that all year long.
Here's what's going to happen after watching the first couple of games. I think I underrated the Rockets. I think they're a better team than...
You just wait.
I think they're a better team than I originally anticipated. And the Hawks have surprised me.
Turn it up. Trae Young.
They should have won last night against the Sixers.
We plugged that he's probably going to be an all-star, which is a semi-hot take. At least it was before the season, but now he's an all-star.
He's averaging
he's going to be
30
Yes.
2 now.
Probably not sustainable, but still. The way that he's been doing it.
As long as he don't get hurt.
He's been balling the frick out.
John Collins needs to step up for that team.
Yeah, he does. Dude, I watched it live last night. The murder. Rest in peace, John Collins. Did you see that? Joel Embiid.
Yeah, that's
right
what
on his grill. Oh, dear goodness gracious.
I'll do that to you.
That in your dreams.
Yeah, John Collins he's got to step up.
He's just got to mentally recover from being actually murdered on his home court.
This is kind of a good breakout year for him, I think. I think a couple years in the league, he's got his feet wet. I think if he can kind of jump in the water a little bit, he could be a stud.
Back to what you were saying about the Rockets, I do feel like they're going to come down to earth a little bit. All it's going to take, because first couple games, it's like a marriage. Not that I know too much about marriage, but the first couple months, maybe the first year, smooth sailing, first couple games, first couple weeks of the season, smooth sailing, and then stuff starts to bubble up. And I just see that happening between Westbrook and Harden. There's only one ball.
The main thing for them is sharing their wealth. They've done pretty good now, kind of, but James Harden still shoots all the time, and Russell Westbrook still does his thing.
I'm nervous for them in the playoffs, man.
Because it's making people like Eric Gordon, the second option, become now a fourth, fifth option, and the second option are the guys you need to score.
Yep.
Like the Danny Greens, the Eric Gordon, those kinds of people. Those are the people that are going to be consistently putting numbers up.
Yeah.
And the other night he had like 4 points. That shouldn't happen. He needs to be like 12 to 15 every night.
Can I come up with a hot take? I don't think the Sixers... How can I make this a hot take?
You don't think they're winning the East?
No. Oh, definitely not. I'm deciding whether or not I want to sit on the take that they're not even going to make the Eastern Conference Finals. There is no shooting on that team. Like, absolutely none.
Ben Simmons is wet. They do play a little smash mouth basketball.
They do. They play good defense. They got size.
I respect their game. I think they're making the conference finals. They play a little old school ball. Not a lot of threes, but they get in there. They play rough. I like it.
My thing is, I don't know who I would put. So I got the Bucks. I just don't know who.
Because they ain't.
Hawks.
I
don't see the Hawks. I mean, maybe the
Bucks
Pacers.
Definitely. Pacers definitely not.
Maybe
not over
the
the Sixers. Not over the Sixers. Neither one of them teams. No.
The East is confusing.
The Heat have a possible slight chance. I'd say they're right outside, looking in, but I don't see it happening. I think it's going to be Sixers, Bucks.
Knicks, Hornets.
I think the Knicks could be good. R.J. Barrett's a beast. All right, who you got winning Rookie of the Year? I think we've said this, but with a few games down, who's winning Rookie of the Year?
I think it's got to be Ja Morant.
You think so?
I think he's going to put up crazy numbers. It's going to be on a bad team, but he's going to put up crazy numbers.
You think the Grizzlies are bad?
They're going to be. They play in the West.
The Nuggets are nasty, though.
Yeah. Who you got Rookie of the Year?
I'm going to put up a hot take because I said this before, and I'm going to stick with it. I think RJ. And I'm saying that because I think he plays very passive, and I think his game last night or night before last kind of showed what he's capable of. Guarding Kyrie also.
Yep.
And they could have easily won out that game. So I'm thinking RJ wins Rookie of the Year. If Zion,
there's a lot of good rookies.
Zion will win if he is healthy.
Yeah,
no doubt.
He plays enough.
And even if he's not putting up the best numbers, that's going to be, if he don't win, it's going to be a big shock to the world just because how much hype's around him.
Yeah.
But I think if he's out, I
think RJ's up there. I think Tyler Hero is up there. I think DeAndre Hunter should be first team all rookie. He's averaging like 13, 14.
I think Tyler is going to stop.
Think so?
Yeah.
Cool
I think he's just going to stop. Because he's been going off, but it's not going to last.
The great white hope.
I hope it lasts. I think it'd be cool to have him.
Yeah.
Because he came out of nowhere,
Okay. Ranking the fall holidays. And we're going to lump, it's fall/winter. So Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas.
Only those three?
Just those three.
What about
you can throw in another. I don't even know what another fall/winter one is.
Labor Day, or
We can throw Labor Day. That's September.
Independence. 9/11 is one of them. It's not really a holiday.
What I would think is probably
Would you think nowadays that's a holiday?
9/11.
Yeah.
I think it's an opportunity for us to remember. I don't know if I would go so far as to call it a holiday.
What determines a holiday?
Yeah.
You know?
I think because it usually has positive connotations.
Right, it's more of a celebratory thing.
Right.
But we're not celebrating that happening.
Right. It's more of another opportunity for us to celebrate, like, the armed forces, like a Veterans Day or Memorial Day. It's just another time for us to reflect.
Celebrate the strength
Yeah.
of the United States.
Yes.
In that era.
Yeah. That's an interesting question, though.
Yeah, I don't.
My take that I want to squat on: Halloween is the most overrated holiday ever.
I don't think it should even be a holiday because one, you don't even get out of school for Halloween. All you do is go out at night, which I get. That's the whole premise of Halloween. But a holiday is to celebrate. You're not celebrating anything. You're just
Right.
doing something
Right.
for that specific occasion. Whereas like Christmas or Thanksgiving, you're celebrating with your family. You're doing all this stuff. There's all these festivities going on all over the place. You put a tree. You get a turn. All this stuff. Halloween, you buy a
Candy's nice.
hot costume and go out.
Right. Yeah, and then what makes it even worse for us now that we're in college? There's like 5 or 6 Halloween parties. That it's just an excuse, like you said, to dress up hot and just
to dress slutty and get drunk. That's it.
That's precisely right.
And that's not. I ain't about all that.
It's just another excuse. It's like St. Patrick's Day,
right?
For like adults.
Exactly. Or like Father's Day.
Right.
If I had to choose, I think Christmas would be number one.
Yes.
And then Thanksgiving.
I will say that the older I get,
then Labor Day, then 9/11, then Halloween. Only because there's nothing else to put there. I think Easter, New Year's, I think even freaking Mother's Day, Father's Day, I think Halloween's like bottom barrel.
Yes, I do agree. I will say that as I've gotten older, like Christmas used to be up and away. Like Christmas Eve, I would put above most other holidays. Just Christmas Eve by itself.
I put Christmas Eve nowadays above Halloween.
Yeah,
Only because my family does a lot of the dinners and the seeing your family on Christmas Eve.
Exactly.
Not on Christmas Day. So that's more of a holiday than Halloween for me.
Yeah, and I know some people like open presents on Christmas Eve.
No, that's illegal.
Yes.
It's illegal.
You know what should be illegal? My family's practice of we could only open our stockings in the morning. We had to wait to open presents until after we get back from church. Keep in mind, church doesn't start until like 10:30. So we get up at 6 a.m., open our stockings. Presents. You look at them. You're sitting through church. You're like, praise God from whom all blessings flow. Let's speed this up as fast as we can.
Preacher's up there. This is fast forward.
You're just praying for a short sermon.
Fast forward the sermon.
You go home.
Just like walk real fast.
And then you just get the chills as soon as he starts the benediction. Go in peace and serve the Lord. Then you're just rushing to the car, and then.
I see little Noah sprinting to the car.
Yes.
Hurry up, Mom!
Ripping off my clip-on tie, throwing it aside. That should be illegal, though.
How do y'all do Christmas? Let's walk through the Christmas. Here.
Okay. So Christmas morning.
Okay. Let's do Christmas Eve night to morning.
Okay. So usually you're with family. You got there's some bowl games on, college football, and then we do a traditional Norwegian dinner. So we do onions and bacon and steak rolled up on toothpicks.
Mm.
Well, that's German, and then we do
sounds good.
It's like a spetzel. It's kind of like a pasta, but European-ish. Okay. And that's our traditional dinner. And then go to bed, wake up in the morning, stockings, church. We read the Bible. We read Luke chapter 2, and then we do presents. And then we just bask in the glory of Christmas.
Okay.
Yeah, what about you?
So for us, Christmas Eve, all my family lives in Atlanta, so we'll drive down to Atlanta Christmas afternoon or whatever. We'll eat at my grandmother on my mom's side's house for lunch typically, I think. I don't know. I kind of get it confused because I want the presents. Okay,
You want the presents.
That's all Christmas is about. Anyway, so I go see my grandparents once for lunch, once for dinner, and then go home, and then you go to bed. We don't really do anything Christmas Eve night. You go to bed and you wake up, and at 8 o'clock sharp, that was the time. Because it wasn't like when you woke up, because we would wake up at 6. We're little kids. Yeah. 8 o'clock sharp, and in our old house we had upstairs and downstairs. We weren't allowed to go downstairs until 8 o'clock, and Mom. Well, I mean Santa would set the big presents like a bike or a place. There's some of the bigger stuff on the fireplace, like right outside the fireplace. So we like immediately could see that kind of stuff. So like the big stuff from Santa was out like that, and then we had presents under the tree also. So at 8 sharp, well, I was really the only one. I'd go wake my sister up. I'd wake my brothers up. I'd say, "Yo, it's almost time. It's about 8 o'clock." We would all sprint down the house, run to the living room, and we'd see Santa's presents first. We're like, "Oh, that's dope." Whatever we get, like the bigger present. We had a trampoline, the big stuff. Like, "Oh my gosh, that's crazy." And then, we played with those for a little bit. Then we'd get our stocking. We'd open the stocking, and then my sister Emily would always want to cook cinnamon rolls.
Oh, heck yeah.
So she'd cook cinnamon rolls, and then once the cinnamon rolls are ready, then we could eat the cinnamon roll, and then we could open presents. But for me, I was trying to open presents.
Right.
So then we'd get the presents, and then all the family comes to our house. We just see what everybody got and hung out with our new gifts.
Now I got Christmas songs stuck in my head.
See, for me, Christmas songs are so overrated. I can't stand Christmas songs outside of Christmas season.
Oh yeah, outside of Christmas season, like you can't catch me November 1st walking into Hobby Lobby, then playing Christmas songs. Like no.
The end of Halloween doesn't start Christmas. End of Thanksgiving. There's another holiday here, guys. Okay. After Thanksgiving, Christmas songs, whatever you want, until Christmas is over. But
Christmas songs slap.
It bothers me people start Christmas so early.
Retweet,
because Thanksgiving gets shafted. It's not okay.
Not okay.
Thanksgiving's an excellent holiday that doesn't need to be let down.
Okay. So I think we're both in agreement. Christmas, Thanksgiving, Halloween. Thanksgiving for me, though?
Christmas, Thanksgiving, Labor Day, 9/11, Halloween.
I will say that the older I get, Thanksgiving gets closer and closer to Christmas for me.
Oh, yeah, facts. I think 10 years from now, when I have kids, Thanksgiving will be number one.
Probably.
Because I'm not trying to buy all these presents, waste all this money. Now I'm getting to the point to where I'm at an age where you're kind of starting to give presents, Like I kind of feel like I have
Those things cost money.
I have to give my brother a present.
Yeah.
And I have a brother, a sister, my mom.
And people ask me what I want for Christmas, and I'm like,
I don't know, money.
I mean, a car repairs.
Yeah, I like a new car, a house of my own, a dog.
Money to pay the cell phone bill.
Exactly.
Gas.
So we're kind of at the age where Christmas, as a holiday, not as like Jesus' birth, but as the holiday of getting gifts and stuff, it
loses a tiny bit of its luster, and Thanksgiving is picking up. The gap is closing for sure.
For sure.
Okay, last thing: 1v1 basketball battles of history. You ready for this one?
Oh, I'm ready. You look like you're prepared though. Do you have them written down on the paper?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yoda versus Mr. T. Ready? Begin.
Yoda versus Mr. T.
See, so Yoda's got the force, so he could literally just pick up a ball, put it in the hoop. Pick up a ball, put it in the hoop.
With his little 3 toes.
So that makes things tricky. Mr. T obviously has violence on his side, right? He's a wrestler. He's intimidating. But,
kinda.
I mean, I feel like Yoda is the clear-cut favorite.
Easily. Did you watch Yoda versus Count Dooku in Star Wars Attack of the Clones?
Sure, one lightsaber, that's the other. Okay, we'll have to do this another episode, ranking the lightsaber battles of Star Wars. We'll do that another episode because we're out of time. But so Yoda uses the Force, maybe has a lightsaber. Mr. T, though...
Pities the fool.
So, I mean, he's got a softer side.
So are we thinking Yoda's a fool?
he is not.
I think
Yoda is the wisest
Yoda easily wins.
humanoid creature alive.
Although he's very small, the size is definitely not on his side.
Right.
He can jump high,
Yes.
like very high.
Yes.
You've seen in the movies a couple times.
The Force is the deal breaker
And the Force.
for me
He
because
can just force push Mr. T out of his
he
way.
just holds Mr. T with the Force. He can hold He could
Right
hold,
here.
if,
That's
even
what
if
it is.
Even
Get
if
in
it
there.
wasn't make it take it, he holds Mr. T in place, bounces the ball off his foot so that he gets it. You know, like when they
Don't
do
even
like
catch
street
it.
rules.
Don't even catch it. Throws it in the hoop.
Yeah.
Yoda.
But Yoda is also very good. He is a good heart. So maybe he's not super competitive when it comes to a human
He
game like
comes at it a
basketball.
little lackluster.
Yeah.
I think out of respect, Yoda would let Mr. T
Right, that's what I'm saying.
score some.
Is that he's kind.
He definitely wouldn't win a win,
Right.
but
Well,
he could score some.
he might. If he feels like Mr. T is turning towards the dark side and he needs to turn him away
So
from
the
the
real
dark side
question
by
is,
any means
Mr. T
necessary.
on the dark side or not?
Well, if Yoda feels like Mr. T would go to the dark side if he loses 1v1,
He would do anything
do anything.
to not let that happen.
Right.
Mr. T wins because Yoda let him.
He's too kind.
Yoda is too good of a soul to let Mr. T go to the dark side. See, that's how Mr. T would win. He'd win with his words. He'd say, "Look, if I lose, I'm going to the dark side." And you would say, "No."
Mr.
Fine.
T is known for his articulate nature and his way with words.
Yeah, he's excellent with his
if
words.
there's anyone that I would want to make a passionate speech that is eloquent and full of verbosity.
He's
Mr.
like that
T
kid at
is.
school that doesn't want to fight, just wants to beat you up with words.
Boom.
That's what he does.
Yes.
So.
Thanks for tuning in. Walk On Diaries podcast. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe.
Do you subscribe to a podcast?
You know I had to do it to him.